Welcome back, everybody. Oh, that felt
Crushed
good.
it.
That felt good.
Strong start to the stream already.
Are we live? Yes, we are. How's it going, everyone? This is day 3 with Alex Lazaris. Welcome back.
Hello, welcome.
Yay.
Me? Wait, that's weird.
Like,
Hello.
welcome me. Give yourself a nice big hug. You're kind of blending in with your background. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a dark theme going on.
Mm-hmm. You have dark UI in your life.
Oh, I love the dark UI. I'm so happy that came out.
Me too. Same. What's up? Victoria says, I didn't look at it. Do it again. You rewind it. You can see. What's
Waiting
up,
for the
Justin?
gifts to come out.
Yes. We need to have those like deal with it glasses pop onto our faces. Hello, everyone. So Alex has been with us for the last 2 days working on a really cool branding project.
Yeah.
We're going to jump into that in just a moment, but this is the last day of Adobe Live this week. We started the day with some awesome XD with Mel and Mel in the morning, and then we just had Val up with the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, challenging you to make a Twitter banner using text effects. So if you want to learn more about that and participate, you can watch the replay and go to our Discord and hang out there. And right now we're doing graphic design. So very cool.
Woo!
Jordan says your hair is asymmetrical.
It is. So I talked about on the Monday or Tuesday that I have a hair guy. He
Hair
did
guy.
a touch up this morning before he came here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's like, I have to do a touch up before you go back. Because he was like, the razors and all that would fade.
Yeah. In
Awesome.
2 days.
Love it.
That's
So great.
awesome. So is he like your San Francisco guy and then there's like a Portland guy
but like
too?
no, there's not a Portland guy yet.
Not yet.
And that it hurts. So it's really sad when you have the barber that like you know,
Yeah.
hooks it up.
Yeah,
So,
especially when you have really short hair, so it like grows really fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess I'm going to San Francisco again.
it's very expensive haircuts now. Every
Darn.
flight for every haircut. Now.
Oh my gosh. Rod says, I really need help with branding. Seriously. Cool, Rod. Well, you are in the right place. Daniel says, we live. Yay. Yes, we
Woohoo.
are. And we're from streaming from San Francisco right now, like you said. So let us know where you're watching from. Anna says, Portland. What's up,
Woo.
Anna Daviscourt?
Anna, it's Portland Design Week starting, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, really?
So if you're in Portland area or close to it, Design Week open houses with a bunch of agencies, lots of really good talks and things like that. So lots of things going on next week.
That's amazing. Good to know. Let us know if you're watching from Portland. Shauna says your hair is very on brand with your life. With your life.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that.
Got the racing stripes. Yes, Daniel says finally able to catch a live stream. Super cool. We got people from Italy, Texas, Independence, Colorado Springs. Very, very cool. Hello from Ohio. OH, Katie Humble. I'm also from Ohio. That's awesome.
Gianna's
Germany.
from Dallas.
Cool.
Dallas in the house.
Houston.
Ooh, nice.
Uruguay, very cool. Chat, we're going to be doing a chat and win in about 30 minutes. We're going to be giving away a nice hardcover Moo notebook, as usual this week. Very cool, stick around for that. And then in an hour and a half at 1:30, we're going to be doing portfolio reviews. So if you have a graphic design portfolio, branding portfolio, submit that to us over here in the portfolio review tab, and we're going to pick 2, and Alex is going to give some good critique.
Ooh, I'm excited, especially because Val was talking about doing some Behance stuff earlier. I think today I'm going to show people how to kind of start taking the work that we did this last couple of days and then uploading it to Behance and trying to show like how case studies are built.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of work alongside.
And Alex is the one that you want teaching that because he spends hours and hours and hours getting his case studies designed themselves. Like you also have to design them. So you're going to get the star treatment. It's going to be awesome. Where do we submit? Over here in the portfolio review tab. Over there. Oh, it needs to be updated, but keep an eye out for that. So this is Alex's Behance. If you want to follow him, go to behance.net/Alex Lazaris. You can check out his beautiful projects. And you were saying that you've been getting a lot of follows.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Thank you guys for coming over and following. And it's really fun seeing whenever you follow other people and see what they're appreciating and what they're liking. And then sometimes you can see a big burst of activity where they're like really liking and commenting on certain people's work. And
Yeah.
you're like, I know what kind of project you're working on now because you've kind of done like your little Sherlock Holmes and you know
Yes.
they're probably doing a packaging thing because they pulling lots of inspiration for that. So it's really fun.
That's very cool. So everyone go check out Alex's Behance, and then maybe you can talk a little bit about your project as a whole, what
Yep.
we've done so far, and what we're going to do today.
Totally. So we decided to build a tequila brand.
So good.
Yeah, it's looking really good now. We ended the stream yesterday kind of messing with some initial colors and stuff like that. But they fell off. My color white balance wasn't correct, so it was very weird. So I went to the actual original brand Casamigos, which is the bottle that I took the labels off of, and then pulled their actual colors from their website so that I could actually see a better comparison. Because we started seeing kind of, we were exploring what the color palette could be on the actual decals. And then upon pulling the actual colors in, I figured stay with all black instead of doing color stickers and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're doing a tequila packaging project so that we can get more tequila or more just beverage packaging work into my own design studio. So just working through the branding work, we kind of started off with a typeface. Go away. We started off with a typeface called TT Trailers, which in its just generic all caps form looks like that. Then we started messing with letter forms and weights and variations and kind of playing with how the line heights, the x-axis look, and all the ligatures and all that good stuff. And then the other day when I was thinking about it, I realized that we could have, instead of just grabbing the direct selection tool and messing with the actual anchor points themselves and pulling them up, we could also do the puppet warp tool.
Alex.
I know, it would have saved so much time.
This is such a cool tool too that we're always trying to talk about because not a lot of people know how it works or that it even exists.
Yeah, the puppet warp tool is amazing, especially if you're doing illustration work. So I have a couple clients that do like a lot of vector illustration work. And so instead of having to always rebuild an arm or a leg or something like that, the puppet selection tool is so great because you can kind of point on a hinge of somebody's arm and then move their leg without having to pin tool a new thing all the time. So
it's so cool.
We could have just done this. Like, that's so much easier and nicer, and your anchor points stay, and you can do some really cool, funky things. You can see how the hinging was like working.
Too much tequila, Mr. N.
I know. That's such a fun way to like start modifying letters and stuff. So like, if we wanted to, I think it's E is the command? No, it's not. I had it for a second.
And of course, it's gone now. Maybe you...
Did I do something?
Sometimes it'll disappear. It might be hidden under another tool now, but I'm not sure which tool it's hidden under.
Oh,
nice, there it is. Doesn't
under
have
the
one.
free transform tool, which I pressed E, and then it went there.
Interesting.
So now we know. So if you have to select the item that you want first, and then you can click it. And then it'll just automatically do it, and you can just delete your own anchor points if you want. You click it and press delete, and then it'll make it rigid again.
Yes, and the portfolio review tab is now live, so you can go check that out now. Thanks for your patience, everybody.
So now that I know that I could do this way easier, it makes spinning up other additional collateral. So if we had like a marketing campaign that we wanted to say like, drink more tequila, now I can just bounce type around and I can just pull it really quickly with the puppet tool.
Yes.
Instead of having to like rebuild shapes or adjust every single micro detail.
Yeah, for this kind of design, it's perfect because it's supposed to be playful.
Exactly.
So it doesn't have to be perfect because some people are saying like the puppet warp tool is a gift and a curse. It can be really hard sometimes, especially if you get tons and tons of points in there and your mesh just gets like out of control and unruly.
Yeah, exactly. No, absolutely. I'm wondering if Shauna's used this before. Because I know Shauna does a lot of really great type and a lot of character illustrations. But
I think,
that'd be
Tell us, Shauna.
Yeah.
Yes, and Anna too. Anna's also an awesome illustrator.
Oh, nice.
Similar styles.
That's awesome. So yeah, we started working around, we got Blanco, and then started using that kind of square shape of Blanco to be kind of the label constraints for the rest of the work. So then making sure that everything else would always fit into a square, however possible, and just keeping that as the bounding box.
Whoa, it's perfect.
Yeah, who knew?
Who knew?
Añejo. Then started to mess with the type again. So just bringing in 100% blue agave, I was starting to mess with how I could lock it up, potentially thinking about moving it up in the corner, saying like, okay, but then I felt like it started competing with the actual like words itself. And it wasn't really interesting. It was just kind of too much.
And Añejo, the shape of that is such a great silhouette.
Yeah.
So why bother it?
Exactly. So then I just thought, let's lock it up at the very, very bottom of the bottle.
Lock it up.
It's still really bold, so it's readable. It explains it really clear. Like this is like blue agave, 100%.
Yes.
Less hangovers. Very important.
The good stuff.
Exactly.
What's up, Kita? Good to see you, Mikhail.
Mikhail likes Illustrator. Illustrator is the best. I use it all the time.
Is it your favorite tool?
It is my favorite tool. I worked at a company where all we did was we built all our websites in Illustrator as well, so which is really fun because you can do symbols, so you can create nav bars that are always the same.
Yeah.
Building out grids, baseline grids, all that stuff is super simple in Illustrator.
Yep.
And then building vector assets is super nice, so that whenever you're done creating your shapes and paths and icons and everything, you can pull it over to After Effects or InDesign and not have to worry about, conversion. So that's the biggest problem with a lot of other, like, not Adobe products, but other company products, is bringing them back or trying to take them away from their digital space. It breaks all the time.
Yeah.
So
Illustrator is pretty good. Samantha says Illustrator is so scary to me, so much power.
There is a lot of power, but
you can handle
with
it.
great power comes great results.
Yes, that's very true. Pixels are free.
Pixels are free.
And vectors are also free?
Yeah. There you go. They're free. So I'm going to start just dropping in stuff into like what a Behance project could look like. And if chat wants to pick what we could mock up, we can do that. Currently, we don't have any create a project right there, top bar, big blue.
Big old blue.
So I can just drop in anything. But if anybody wants a certain thing that could be locked up, so like beach bags, tote bags, business cards, things like that, we can really riff with that.
Yeah, people are saying free.
Free.
Billboard, says Shauna.
Billboards.
Go big or go home. Let us know.
Bottles.jpg.
So JPEG, is there a reason that you use JPEGs?
Is there a reason why I use JPEGs? We used to hack it back in the day and use PNGs on gigantic long form background images. I typically will do a JPEG unless I really need a PNG on Behance. I don't want people to be able to grab my stuff and then like throw it on top of other things. Which, I mean, if somebody's gonna steal your work, they're gonna steal your work anyways. So can't really worry about that.
But make it as difficult as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but so if you don't know, PNGs will usually have a transparent background unless you put a background in. And JPEGs will have that beautiful white box
Exactly.
around them. Someone says bottle openers.
Bottle openers would be a good one, except for
You don't use one.
I don't use one for tequila.
What about like a zester?
Ooh, a zester
Like
would be a good
handle
idea.
of a zester, or just like a bar set.
Exactly.
Stock.adobe.com. Perfect.
I was looking up some beautiful images earlier. So
Were
like
you?
I like a tote bag to me seems like a really good, easy start. And there's so many great little assets already on Adobe Stock. And you can always have your own tote bags and Photoshop them as well. I think this one might work.
Yeah, really simple.
Really simple, and then I can color correct the background as well and change that. Let's see. This one's kind of fun, but I also, when I look at images, I try to always think about the story that it's telling. And I don't know if this lady's outfit is really telling me the story that I want.
Yes. So will you remind us what kind of your brand message and your demographic is?
Yeah, so that's, I think, changing now. We won't tell anybody. Ooh, a longboard. We can make a longboard.
Oh, speaking your language.
Oh, man. Bonus points. Good job, Albert.
Yeah, nice job, Albert.
And Shauna asked, do bars ever do tequila on tap? And they do. Some of them do. And I know that there was a couple spots in Dallas that had it always like Patron on tap. And then it had like a frosting device. So there was always like
Cool.
served chilled and things like that.
You know, I have had tequila out of a tap before, actually. A little kegerator.
So I like that. The tap idea sounds really cool, actually.
Or like a handle.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you can get really funky with the type and the colors. And like, that's a really good idea. Sounds like also just a good time. Very good
Sure
time.
does.
So the demographic for this was to kind of differentiate in the marketplace. Ideally somebody who's like late 20s, early 40s, somebody who's had a bad time potentially in the past and wanted to explore tequila for the first time. So they're potentially like a wine drinker or a whiskey drinker, somebody who's like has their taste buds or their taste preferences already kind of like dialed.
Yeah.
And they're not looking for like a shooter or a shot tequila. They're looking for more of like a sipping or a good mixing tequila, something that you can like pick up on the cinnamon and spice notes and stuff like that.
You don't need a sorbowing
Yeah,
tequila.
exactly.
It's for sorbowing.
Exactly. So broing.
Sobering. Oh, the dog,
The
for
dog.
sure.
Boom.
Tequila dog.
Tequila dog. If only there was a tequila mockingbird, we could.
Oh, somebody make it for us quick.
Quick, step.
Someone says a flat cap, like a cool baseball hat would be cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, Keita said, I'd wear a tequila hat.
Design
it
while
just for
drunk.
you. Oh, no.
I was thinking
Maybe.
about doing a podcast
Yeah?
that was going to be called Designated Designers, and we just critique alcohol packaging and drink it on stream or like video and stuff.
Yes.
But
But,
that's a lot of work.
good.
Somebody else do it for me, and I'll happily guest show.
You call yourself an entrepreneur.
I know. It's a
You-
lot of work. You have to
gotta-
get a mic and then, you know. But it would be, I think it would be a really good like video format. It's less of a good podcast because you can't really show
That's
the
true.
album cover and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's hard with design
Yeah,
stuff.
you're like, look at all the filigree and the ornateness, and they're like, can't see it. Can't see it. So I don't know.
Interesting.
So I like the idea of taking this, let's see here, hue and saturation up in here.
And you just license that.
I just
And-
just got it. It didn't sync to my library for some reason, but I downloaded it from Adobe just really quickly, and now I can just mess with it. So now I've got kind of some initial layer. Oops, just direct selection tool. I'm gonna actually select similar.
Oh, I
Let's
love
see
this.
if that's gonna work.
Okay.
Continue and find more similar, please.
Have you ever done select subject?
No. Oh my goodness.
Try that. See how
A
it works.
new feature to Photoshop.
Ho, ho, ho. And then if you
Beautiful.
go into, well, that's pretty good.
That's actually really, it's pretty close.
Yeah, you might not want the shadows, but be good, be good. People are saying that that would be an amazing podcast.
It would. Somebody should do it and make lots of money.
Alex, come on. Anna says I would watch for sure.
That would be fun. And then you can get sponsored streams where it's like
Yes, with
you have-
Drankles.
Exactly.
And you don't have to only do alcoholic drinks. You could do any bev.
Yeah, any beverage.
Or just any packaging.
Exactly.
And like, that's a tangible good usually, so you could actually have it. Oh, man. Jason says, select subject. Yeah, we got it.
Subject.
It's pretty good.
All right, so it's pretty close. I can always go back later and put it on my Wacom and start drawing it out and really like getting finessing all of the mock-up.
Finessing. It's a great description. It makes designing sound like a sport.
It is definitely a
Got
sport.
finesse.
There's like, it's everything that an athlete goes through in their career.
Everything.
Everything. It's like there's highs and lows. There's peaks and valleys with every project you do. And you can even see it on like Monday or Tuesday stream where I was like trying to find the right typeface. You're like, you're
Yeah.
training, you're doing research, you're strategizing, and then there's like the moment of delight when it starts to click and it's super fun.
You get in
Yeah.
your flow as
There
well.
you go, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Shauna wants to know, what do you call that tablet you draw on?
Oh gosh. Savage.
No, she said you said it correctly. I wanted to hear you say it again.
I said Wacom.
It's Wacom.
Isn't it Wacom?
I asked the Wacom
Wacom?
people at Adobe Max, and they said Wacom.
Wacom. But
Because
what did I
it's-
say? Did I say
I don't
that?
remember.
Wacom? Wacom? Now I'm overthinking it. It's like caramel and caramel.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
definitely caramel, by the way.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're two
Yes.
different things. Like, I think of caramel. Caramel is like liquid, like what you get drizzled
Oh.
on top of an apple, and caramel to me is like the chewy toffee. Or maybe it's the other way
Oh.
around.
Interesting.
I just made that up. Like, it's not real, but that's what I see. That's what I think of.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, Katie said, I love the blue. The blue is a good one. Waka waka.
Waka, 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 waka.
But you're showing how you can change the color.
But yeah, so now you've got it, yeah. And this will change and we can like mess with it because it's an active layer and I can just do it whenever I want, which is super nice. I mean, like having such a nice seamless color, you gotta be careful with some of the saturation points. Sometimes they can like pull in a little bit too much grit.
Yes.
I think we're on the edge currently. But you can just kind of like lower the darkness a little bit, the saturation down a little bit, and go super purple, but I kind of like the vibrancy right now.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm gonna grab like the Blanco, or maybe I want Sorbo. I don't know.
Yeah, Gary, it is a Japanese company, and the WA is like watashi, like wa, talking about yourself. So it's
Oh,
Wacom.
interesting. Thank you for
The
that
more
insight.
you know.
No, I know so much.
But you can say it however you want.
Did you know they're based in Portland?
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Wow. Thanks, Huxel. You know, I thought you might like this sweater because it's very, it looks like your icon. It's got like
Ooh.
the pastel colors. It matches your brand. Anna says the purple is fun since the brand is playful.
Yeah, that's what I was starting to like think about because we've got some really just fun type now. And now coming back to looking at Sorbo and how I was like locking it up earlier, I don't feel as like bad about it anymore. I was like originally like really frustrated with like, oh, it doesn't seem to work. This is like outside of my comfort zone. Very much so. Like
You're so
trying
brave.
something new. You guys
Such
get
a
to
hero.
see me struggle through this, which is super fun. Like getting to learn stuff and like getting it to the realm of acceptability and like being like, okay, I really like this, or it's good enough, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really great.
These are awesome. The ones that are right above our heads.
These
It
guys, yeah.
has that feeling of like alcohol, kind of like, well, your perceptions are getting shifted.
Exactly.
Blurry.
Yeah, throw in some Gaussian blur real quick.
Oh,
Is it
heck
Gaussian
yeah.
or Gaussian?
That's a good question that I don't know the answer to.
Chat, tell us how you say it.
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna be like, they're just typing it out.
With like capitals.
Exactly.
I say Gaussian, but I'm sure it's Gaussian. Who knows?
The public theater influence is very, very big right there. It's like
You got
the
it.
same almost. But let's just see. So somebody asked originally why the purple, and I was thinking, well, one, because we haven't really started working with the color yet. I just wanted to have a little bit more vibrancy. I was thinking I really want to do a pink, which would be really cool. And if anybody hasn't been familiar with the term millennial pink, are you familiar with that?
Color of my blood, man.
It's like kind of that. Let's see if I can finesse it with the hue saturation.
Oh, Tim is German, and he says Gauss is a German word, and Gauss rhymes with house. So it's Gaussian? Is that right, Tim?
Wow, that was a really good way of putting that.
Teach us your ways, senpai.
Yeah, it's incredible. I had a pink that I got yesterday
Yes.
somewhere. Oh, there it is.
is.
Whew.
Ooh.
So they're starting to like mess with like how color and type and like really playing up the like playfulness of it.
Yeah.
And we can
I
do a
love
bunch of
that
different colors if
combo.
people have preferences. We could do like a light blue.
Ooh. Do you
and a
ever
yellow.
use the edit colors tool?
Okay, so I've seen this
Okay.
before on Adobe Live. I think
Yes.
Justin Mazel was doing it.
Probably.
Somebody was like, oh, try the edit colors thing. So, and I always forget to do it.
Let's try it.
Let's do it. Where do I go?
Right there.
Oh, the color wheel.
Yeah. Recolor Artwork is what I meant. And then if you go over to the Edit tab
Okay.
there, and if you move your menu over,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it'll do it live.
That's even, so you can also lock it, right? So
Yeah.
I've done this once before.
I think it's that guy, that little lock icon.
Nice. So this will move your
Mm-hmm.
whole color palette, which is so cool.
Yes.
These are all like, they all don't feel bad.
No, they look pretty good.
I'm like, oh, this would work. This would work.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like Man, this is just so fun. You could spend literal years doing this.
I have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how old I am. Just a hologram.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That's cool, Barney. Cool Barney, millennial
Yeah.
Barney.
I need like a Teletubbies thing. And then so you could also do color groups, right? I'm like gonna ask you all the questions. 'cause
You
there's
can.
in multiple different, like I could set it to be, oh my goodness, where it's like spread by 3, or it's like
Oh, yes.
triadic.
Uh-huh. I would recommend just like clicking on some of these buttons and seeing what they do.
Okay. Oh yeah. This is so exciting.
Yeah.
And this is the web safe colors, right?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's harsh.
That is
I don't know why it's like this. Even the satur, like it's looking pixelated in there.
Oh.
What's going on?
Interesting. That's cool. Oh, Victoria, that's nice of you to say. The Photoshop guru, Kathleen.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm not good at Illustrator?
She's
Just
like,
kidding.
Just click on the button, dude. Just do it.
I work here. You know, Yuri likes the mint green versions. Those are cool.
The mint green was nice. But why is it getting pixelated? It looks like it's like a JPEG right now.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just because it's in like a live preview mode. Yeah. Who knows? Who even knows? Illustrator team, are you listening?
How does it work? Right, I'm gonna unlock it now. See what happens.
Ooh. Yeah, so if you do have more than 2 colors, which you only have 2, then you could change the way they work together.
No, what? Just me, or does my screen look pixelated right now?
It does there. I don't see it so much here.
Huh.
Interesting.
Maybe it's just the weird, maybe it's the color combination.
Yeah, there is a lot of...
Doing the vibrate. That's probably right. So guys, if your colors are too, what is it, saturation? If they're too saturated together?
Yeah.
If they're too close in the saturation, they will get a little bit vibrating against each other.
It's like if their values are the same, or if they're opposites on the color wheel and they're very saturated, it can be very... But that might be good for an alcohol.
Yeah. It's like... I don't want you to read the brand anyways.
No. I want you to feel drunk.
So nice. We're going to have to go back to the mint grain. It's going to happen. Everybody's wanting it.
Victoria's wondering, are you working on a big canvas, or is this outside of your artboard?
Great question. So, if you press Control-Shift-H, you'll have, you can see I only have one artboard actually.
And you're not using it at all.
I'm not using it at all. And I started the stream on Monday. I was like, always use 1400 pixels, so you can always put it on Behance.
When you're ready.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. But yeah, so if you just do Control-Shift-H, it will hide the artboard. And depending on what your settings are, it will let your screen just...
Be a playground.
Yeah, there you go. Be a playground.
It's called the Playground, Adobe Playground.
Exactly.
You didn't know.
You need to rebrand.
Yes. Kita says, Alex, question. If you could only use one Adobe product for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? Adobe Playground.
Adobe Playground, for sure. For sure. The shortcut, Daniel, to make everything white is the Control-Shift-H.
Yes. Erica Cotton, hello, friend.
Ooh, hey, Erica.
How you doing? Are you still at Mocha? How's it going? Erica was with us last week.
Yeah, she had a lot of fun.
I'm glad. I'm really glad to hear that.
I'm speaking for her.
Yeah, she had a lot of fun, didn't
It looked like a lot of fun.
No, Erica is a lot of fun. What's up, Nikos? Good to see you.
My brother's name is Nico.
Is it the same? Is it his alternate?
It's not.
Okay. Nico with an S. Where's the S?
Nico.
Brienne says I accidentally hit Control-Shift-H once and I couldn't get out of it forever.
I know. My least favorite was if I accidentally, so whenever you press Command-O, you can see the artboards, or you can go into Artboard Editor.
Yes.
I'll just show you. Control-Shift-H, so then Command-O. Right, that's wrong button. Command-Shift-O. Wait, no, Shift-O. There you go, Shift-O.
Shift-O, change-O.
Shift-O, you can now you can drag and select multiple artboards and do all that good stuff. But sometimes I mess up my fingers and I press Shift-P. And then that pulls up the perspective grid.
Oh, yes.
And I always forget how to close that, so then I have to go into Window and close and all that stuff. But
yeah, that could be forever. I would be trying to do Command-0 to do my full screen, and it would be Command-P. Yeah. The worst. All right, chat, it's time for Chat and Win. Fireworks are happening. So we're going to be giving away this beautiful Moon notebook. Hardcover, lay flat technology. What? This one's been previewed a lot, so it's not laying so flat anymore. But you know how it goes. It's also magical and see-through. So we're going to be giving one of these away, picking someone from the chat at random who answers Alex's question. What's your question?
My question is, if you were to have a superpower, what would it be?
Ooh, let us know. We'll be back in a moment. All right, everyone, welcome back. Let us know what your superpowers would be. We just asked Paco what his would be, and he said he would be just a green screen. Which he is. He's right here, right now.
You guys don't see him?
Whoa. Someone said brain reading. It's like mind reading. Leo says color picker, anywhere, anytime. Oh. That's cool.
That'd be a nice talent.
Magic healing. Oh, that's nice of you, Anna. Very selfless. Transcendence. Ooh, what does that mean? What are you transcending?
Just everything. It's very like eye-opening. It's very.
Linux,
Cool.
Linux says, I would eat everything and never gain any weight. Nice. Is that a
But
superpower?
would you stop being hungry, or you would always have to eat also?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What if you could do that, but you always felt hungry? We have a winner, Leo Gonzalez.
Congrats, Leo.
Congrats, Leo. We will be sending a beautiful notebook to you. Keep an eye on your Behance messages because that's how we're going to get this sent over to you. And if you did not win, this is our superpower today. We're going to give you 15% off at moo.com. If you go to moo.com/Adobe Live, check out their awesome marketing collateral. They have business cards, stickers, tote bags, which we're kind of mocking up right now. You can make it in real life.
Yep.
Really amazing. Keep telling us your powers.
I love that Victoria's was to satisfy a client, which you'll get better at, and that superpower will be yours soon.
It
And
is
then
your
Jason's
superpower.
was napping.
Oh,
So it's like almost like being a Pokemon. You can be Snorlax, and you just nap
yes.
as a power. It'd be cool.
My superpower, I'd want to be like never tired ever. That'd be great.
That'd be amazing. You know how much more you could get done in your life if you just never had to sleep?
Although I love sleeping. It's one of my faves.
Ooh, I feel like as a superhero, you need to have a downside anyways. So then your downside would become the fact that you love to sleep,
Yes.
but you can never sleep anymore.
And then you're an anti-hero because that would
Because
make
you
you
take
crazy.
it out on everybody.
Yes. Okay, so what would yours be?
I always liked the idea of comic book, I loved Gambit, but I always loved the idea of like doing the, like Iceman kind of from The Incredibles, or like doing your own little ice and you could go ski, skate, surf, or whatever, you know, like that would be really cool too.
Would it be
Imagine-
ice?
It would be probably ice, and then I'd be able to like do some sweet little moves on there and like get around downtown really fast, jump over buildings, you know,
You
like
just look really cool when you do it.
yeah, it'd be awesome. It'd be so cool.
And you would also just throw cards randomly, but it wouldn't be really hard at all. Just like,
Well, you could. Did you ever do the card tossing where you could like flick them across the room and stuff?
yeah.
That's what I would do. It just wouldn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't like be explosive or anything.
That would
It'd
just be,
like
yeah.
the thing that everybody else could do too. It'd just be unremarkable.
But you would practice all the time, so you'd
Yeah.
be pretty good at it, but like it wouldn't explode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Nace, Frozone for sure.
Oh yeah, Frozone. Yeah,
That's
there you
him.
go. I was gonna say Iceman, but that's a
Is that X-Men?
Batman, right?
Oh.
With and then the old one was with
What was his name?
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh.
right?
I'm just thinking of the cartoon, the ice guy.
Yeah, see, Shauna could also have the ice powers, and she could go ice skating everywhere.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect.
Victoria says, what about Elsa? Yeah, that he just wants to be Elsa.
Let it
Pretty
go.
much.
That's a good motto for everybody whenever you get bad feedback from somebody. Just let it go.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Linux says, I love Gambit. Remy LeBeau.
Gambit's pretty great. All right, I'm going back darker now. Let's see what's going on.
Victoria says, Frozen 2 is coming. Are y'all ready? I don't know.
I don't even see Frozen 1. I know.
That's okay.
I'm singing classic songs without even seeing the movie. Who knew?
That's all right. Do you, are you a Kingdom Hearts fan?
I'm not. I didn't. It first came out on GameCube, right?
It's PS2.
Oh, I don't know why. So, there you go.
So clearly no. Oh, Mr. Freeze, yes.
Mr. Freeze. There you
That's
go.
it.
Not Iceman.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they had Frozen in the new Kingdom Hearts game, and I haven't played it yet, but I don't really like Frozen.
I'm not. No judgment here.
Yeah, but judgment from Victoria because she's clearly very excited.
Awesome.
Brienne said, "I'd like to be Electra." Ooh, cool.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yes.
It's a good cardio too.
Yeah, sure. Ooh. Victoria says, Kingdom Hearts 3, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and now I don't have a PlayStation anymore.
Aw.
Darn it, Victoria. I'll play it in your honor. I'm working on the the DS game right now, though.
I've heard people are pretty mad about Kingdom Hearts.
I haven't heard anything, and I'm scared to hear that.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Alex. You're like not a fan at all. And you're like, by the way, your favorite fandom is down the tubes.
Yeah, let me just ruin everything for you, actually.
Oh, boy. That's all right. I'll take it. I'll take it. Kita said, I would like to be the Flash.
Ooh, the Flash would be a good one.
Although then you go too fast and you travel through time and then you never get to see your loved ones again.
Did you see Umbrella Academy? Thoughts?
It was pretty cheesy.
Yep.
It felt like a, what's the network that the Flash is on?
CW?
CW. It felt like kind of like a CW show.
Yeah.
But I love Gerard Way and I love the Umbrella Academy like as a graphic novel series. So I took it as it was. How do you feel about it?
I think I could have like watched the first episode and then watched the last episode and been better off
Yeah.
than Matt Stevens something.
Who?
Somebody. Anyways, never mind. I'm not gonna miscredit. He did the logo for it. It's pretty
Oh.
nice. And I like the way that they did like the intro stingers with like the type and all that on
Yes.
umbrellas.
I agree.
That was clever. But the story I felt like it was kind of lacking.
Yeah.
Sorry, Netflix.
What can you do? Joshua loved it. Good, Joshua. I'm glad.
I think I also just don't like watching people bicker for a whole season. It's like
The
really
will they,
sad.
won't they?
Yeah, it's like.
And they acted in very ridiculous ways. It was like
It's very childish, which I guess makes sense because they were talking about like not really being able to grow up,
Yes, that's very true.
which is fine.
Very true.
So let's see here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just clicking around, making stuff.
Cool.
So I wanted to see how the texture started getting a little bit weird whenever we start getting the hues.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah, it starts to get a little crunchy.
it gets crunchy, and I don't like crunchy.
Smooth peanut butter.
But I'm trying to see like I like the like purple type on it, but I also think it might look really nice with just duplicate with the Alt right click, and then go in here. Maybe I can throw in like a yellow.
Ooh. Ooh.
Make it like really bright. But then that needs to be actually brought down a bit.
Nice. Mohammed said, any anime fans in here? I thought you were going to raise your hand too, but you're like, nope, just her.
Like I feel like I've missed out on so much. So I can't call myself an anime fan.
Aw, but
I've
do
seen
you
it a
like
bit,
Okay.
but I like some.
I like some. I like some too. Like, you don't have to
Yeah.
like it all.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
I mean, it's a huge genre. So yeah.
Yeah, Mohammed, let us know your favorite anime. Please.
So what I'm doing is I just duplicated that layer, and now I'm gonna mask it out.
Ooh.
Completely mask it out, and then I'm going to essentially just take a. This is much easier if you have a drawing tablet.
Yes.
But I'm gonna just draw back what I want to kind of have these textures.
Oh.
So I'm gonna just use that, and I'm gonna do overlay, or like darken. Actually, you can preview it now.
Yeah, but they're not changing.
But they're not changing.
Oh, it's because you're on the wrong layer.
Am I? No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
Oh, I just didn't.
You didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. I drew black on black, so that's not gonna help you.
No, it's not how
There you
masks
go.
work.
So now I'm just taking it so I can like shade it and make my own little. What is going on though? What?
That's weird.
Why is it not? Oh, it's because it's on darken right now. That's why. Okay,
Oh.
there we go. So, what? Oh, it's because I drew on the actual layer.
No.
Pro tip. Don't draw on the actual layer.
Yes.
I'm just gonna repeat all those steps again.
That's good. It's for teaching purposes.
Yeah, exactly. Practice makes permanent. All right, go back to the bottom. Well, because if you practice incorrectly,
Yeah.
it makes it wrong. What am I doing again? All right, click, click. All right, now I'm back on here. Press X to swap your foreground and background colors really
Yes.
quickly. And put it black, so now it's hidden again. So now I'm going back to the layer mask, pressing X again, pressing B. So X is the, wait, Shift X, no X. X in Photoshop, Shift X in Illustrator to swap from outline to stroke.
Oh, nice.
Or from solid to stroke. X, now I can draw on it. I was gonna like look at you for permission to draw on it. You're like, yes, Alex, you're doing it correctly.
You got this. You're in the driver's seat. Oh, man. Okay, people are saying their favorite animes. My Hero Academia, awesome. Full Metal Alchemist, awesome. Cowboy Bebop, awesome. Did you hear that they're going to make a live action on Netflix?
Oh, wow.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, they just released some of the casting. And as usual, there's a little bit of a kerfuffle about the casting, but what else is new? Yu Yu Hakusho, yes, that one's so good. One Piece, amazing. My people, my anime people. Ooh.
Getting all weird with it.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So are you looking for a blending mode that will let the blending? Ooh.
Correct. Yeah, I'm just trying to just do a little pass over it. So I'm gonna. So the darken seems to work, where it takes the shadows from the mock-up below it, and then I can just do opacity down a bit. So it's just enough to like make it feel a little bit more
Oh, cool.
part of this bit.
Yes.
And maybe I actually should just probably just
Do the whole thing.
do the whole thing.
Do the dang thing.
Do the dang thing.
Oh, someone's talking about Trigun.
Trigun,
You like Trigun.
thank you. Yes.
That's the one.
Justin's been with us all week too. It's been awesome.
Thanks, Justin. You've been so helpful with your alcohol
everything.
label information. A true guru. Really appreciate it. Oh, Garrett, Akira, yes. Lensman, totally. They do still shine. I agree.
So there we go. Just a little bit. If I really wanted to get into it, I could get into like free transform and start.
Yeah.
Crushing
puppet
it in.
warp in here.
Yeah.
So true.
Let's just throw it in. Let's see.
Ooh, Jordan likes Digimon. Digimon. Digital
What a
monsters.
classic.
Digimon are the champions.
I think Pokemon's still streaming live on Twitch right now.
Oh,
They're
yeah?
doing a marathon, I believe. Still.
The show or the games?
The show, all the
Cool.
seasons. Like, all
Wow.
of them, which is crazy.
Dang, I remember Twitch Plays Pokemon was like
That was kind of
a
like what
changing
made
point.
Twitch. Yeah.
Yes. Were you working there at that time?
No, that was like pretty early on in the Twitch years.
Wow. Oh yeah, Naruto, one of my faves. Obviously, since my dog's name is Kakashi. Probably like it. This is the first time I've ever heard someone say Digimon in English. How do you say it, Victoria? Digimon? How do they say it in Japanese? I don't know.
No idea.
Ooh,
So-
Clara, thanks.
I do like how these colors feel like almost like it does feel very beachy, so maybe you
does.
can kind of like hang out with it at a beach and tote, all that good stuff. What I'm gonna do though, let's get all fancy. Let's see what we can make real quick. I'm gonna go 1400 pixels, probably a height of 800.
Okay.
And then resolution-wise, I'm gonna put it at 300.
Whoa!
I mean, you probably could just get away with 150 or 144.
But not with like 4K monitors
That's
these
the thing.
days.
Exactly. So I now have a 4K monitor at home. Love
Congrats.
it. But I know, it's great. Except for now all my work looks so bad on Behance.
Oh no.
I was like, oh no, I have to make everything like really ready for, large screens, which is awesome, but always something to think about. And if your computer can't handle huge files, it becomes a little bit of a doozy.
Oh yeah. A doozer.
A doozer.
A doozer or toozer. Giselle says Last Airbender. Is it even an anime? Let's
Ooh.
debate, Giselle.
Ooh.
I don't think it's anime, but it is amazing. One of my faves.
So you can see so if I just do Shift X on it, it goes straight from solids to outlines, which kind of is still a little bit fun. Sometimes it can get a little wonky in the letter spaces where ones get like that.
It depends where your strokes are aligned to as well, like if they're centered, if they're on the inside or outside.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
But I'm gonna grab the pink, and then I'm actually just gonna bring it into Photoshop just like that, rather than actually just paint bucketing things, because
Who does that anymore?
I mean, Really?
After you work in Illustrator for long enough, like, you think about Photoshop differently.
Exactly. It's like Photoshop is like a means to an end almost sometimes. And that's okay.
That's funny.
But what I love to do is to make little GIFs. GIFs? GIFs.
What do you think?
It's GIFs.
It's GIFs.
Okay, it's GIFs. You've heard it here on Adobe, right? This is Adobe.
Adobe, the owners of GIFs?
No. But
No.
The powerhouse.
The powerhouse.
The powerhouse.
Me, I say.
Yeah.
I say you can call it whatever you want, but I say GIF and don't yell at me about it. Please.
Please stop yelling at me.
I don't do well with confrontation, especially about the internet. Ooh, Ashi wants to know who had the best college experience. Did you enjoy yours? He's having a flashback right now.
Let me just replay all those years real quick. It was all right.
It was alright.
I mean, it was college.
So I guess it was
I don't
fine.
know. So I think some people really like, I don't know. It depends on where you go to school and what you want out of your education.
Yes. Okay, so for your career path, do you find that you needed to go to college?
Absolutely not. It's
Ah,
the only place company.
person, place, thing.
Yeah. The only company that I've ever had to like give a, college degree thing to or whatever, GPA wise and stuff, was Google. I think it was the only one, even though they say that they don't care. They're the only people that wanted like college transcripts.
Interesting.
It's really interesting.
Huh.
But otherwise, I feel like you have to have a college education for a lot of jobs just to show that you did it, but I don't think what you did matters.
C's
your
get
GPA,
degrees.
Yeah, GPAs, whatever, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, learn stuff and be proactive.
Yeah, you're spending money, so
Yeah.
a lot of it probably. Should probably
So I
take
pulled
advantage.
some.
Where'd you get this picture of me?
Just like casual. So I'm trying to think of like fun little playful things that
Why is that thing so funny?
I wanted to start messing with stuff that was like a little bit weird, and so I'll show you guys. I have a draft right now of a project that I'm working on with Behance.
Oh, cool.
I'm literally just waiting for the labels to be made before I can like photograph it and then put it in.
Okay, let's see.
But currently, it's for a vodka company. Vodka. Edit project.
Do we just see a sneak peek of all kinds of secret things?
Yeah, lots of things. Look and see what we got in here.
Oh, I have so many drafts as well.
So this is what we used to have to do for old projects. So now, like this is the message you'll get where it used to be 900 pixels wide.
Yes.
And then it's like, you're gonna break everything, by the way.
By the way, no big deal, but...
But like we used to do this where it's a huge background image and then you press enter a bunch of times in here and then you put the logo and then
Yeah.
just JPEGs of all the type and everything through
Yes.
it. This is a very, very old project. But that's kind of the old format.
Yeah.
New format, I'm starting to really leverage the type.
Whoa.
So this is the vodka company, Cheeky Breaky, any Russians in here. There's a phrase that came from a game called Stalker.
Called
and
Tetris? No,
It's called
Stalker.
Tetris. Stalker has like a saying in there, it's like Cheeky Breaky Domkey or something like that. I'm butchering it completely.
Let us know, Chad.
22 drafts. Yeah, Alex is busy. Yeah,
I got 25, so...
But the whole concept of Cheeky Breaky is like 1, 2, you're on top, and it's like referring to checkerboards and becoming like the king.
The king, yeah.
So
Cool.
the whole goal for this was to like play off that like playfulness
Yeah.
and the wittiness and the checkerboard theme, and then bring it into the vodka brand.
Yeah.
So like Cheeky Breaky, time for a drinky.
I love it.
Adobe stock also, but just like rhyming off of Cheeky Breaky as much as possible.
Wait,
and
these are
playing
from
with
Adobe Stock?
it. The top one's Unsplash.
Uh-huh.
This one's Adobe stock. It's actually a really good photo for
Yes.
like multiple different light blends and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think this one might be Unsplash as well. But there was a bunch that I was pulling for it. And then just playing with type
Yeah,
and
and
colors
the
and then kind of
checkery.
showing the checkerboard theme throughout it. So the actual back of the bottle will have the insert of the checkerboard as well. So you can
Cool.
kind of like see it and play with it.
Wow.
and then like mocking up checkerboard pieces, all that good stuff.
So you are actually getting some like label design projects.
This was a fake project,
Oh,
but we won't tell anybody. The secret's safe here.
it's really cool. It should be real.
But yeah, no, it's like the goal for me to like with all these projects is to like make them look as realistic as possible, and then even shooting them to show that and like add product photography into services that we can offer our clients.
Benya says, you mean Alex didn't use this as an excuse to go get drinks and take pictures?
I mean, you have to do your research whenever you're about to
Yeah.
do projects, guys.
You bought a whole lot of whiskey for this project.
It's true. So yeah, just playing off the GIF idea just to make it feel a little bit more real, and then maybe contextualize it. You can build a website with it too. All that stuff, Instagram campaigns, things like that.
All the good stuff.
So knowing that I want to do something probably pretty similar, but a little bit more weird. So less lifestyle-y. So the Cheeky Breeky one was more like leaning into the let's get crazy night or whatever, because it's vodka.
Of course, you can only have a let's get crazy night.
Yeah, obviously. But now this is going to be more of just like playful and fun and like incorporating like the vibes that the type is giving you as well.
It's slightly disturbing.
Slightly disturbing.
Oh, Hannah, that's a great question. She's wondering, how do you come up with your fake project, personal project ideas?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I know that I wanted to do a lot more packaging and alcohol work, so I wanted to focus on that. And then I was looking for projects that I, like bottle types or things like that, that I can constrain myself to. So vodka bottles, a lot of them are very cylindrical and like pretty generic. So that was a pretty easy move for me, but I knew that because of it's a cylinder, I wanted it to feel different from a wine bottle. And so that's a different constraint. And then I'll build out like a persona like you would for like a UX study about like who the demographic might be and what their buying habits are, and then try to do as much competitive analysis on what the marketplace is doing and what the aisles and shelves are doing, and then try to like differentiate in some sort of way, just so it doesn't feel like I'm repeating what other people are doing. And then just make your own constraints, because I have a hard time just like making pretty things for the sake of pretty. But if I can build a little box or a sandbox to play in, then I'm much happier.
Nice. That's a cool idea. And I think another idea, Hannah, might be thinking of like, what doesn't exist that you wish existed? Like if you can find some sort of brand that you think like all the branding for this entire industry is like so drab, needs to be woken up a little bit, or you can make the kind of work that you just want to be hired for. So what do you have fun doing?
Yeah, hobbies are a great one because you're typically pretty knowledgeable. You're exploring it. You have it's just fun.
Yeah, doesn't feel like work. Albert, that's very dark. And Brienne says, I just got my first graphic design job in the liquor industry.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Yay, Brienne. What kind of project are you working on? Is it like this, like the entire brand, or more specifically something?
Yeah, that's exciting.
What are you gonna do with this thing?
I kind of want to go on a tirade and just put lots of toys and things in there.
Toy tirade.
Toys.
Yes.
I wish that this was actually in dimension, this little guy here, so that I could just rotate it and do kind of all the funky, weird stuff.
That'd be awesome. See if I can find any toy templates on Adobe Stock.
Yeah, I wish I could animate the little guy.
Yeah, like add some sound effects. Yeah, everyone's congratulating Brienne. So supportive.
That's awesome.
Really appreciate it, you guys. Justin says, who is our resident expert, if you want to get more work in the alcohol industry, one thing is to hit up custom procession facilities that make other people's brands. Most clients go there first, sometimes to start.
Procession. What is that?
Yeah, what does that mean, Justin? Custom procession facilities. So maybe that's like the people who manufacture the custom bottles, like the components.
Oh, interesting.
And then maybe they have in-house branding too. And like if they get asked to do projects, but they don't have the bandwidth, bring them on over to Lazaris. They're ready and waiting.
We're so thirsty.
Thirsty for my friends. Wait, no. They're thirsty for Stay thirsty, my friends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Shauna says, I stepped away to have lunch. What the heck is that teeth thing for?
What isn't it for?
That's a great question. So how did you change the color for this?
By Photoshop magic.
Wow.
Can't be more narrow. Oh no. Go back in the dock side. Go on the side. What are you doing?
Please, 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 please.
There we go.
Nice.
So what I did was I just threw a color overlay, again, my favorite thing ever, on top of it. So I just double click into it. You can change it, change the blend mode, and then I did color. But I'm actually wanting to see if I can just pull this guy out rather than have all the texture on the side of it. It starts to get a little bit wonky.
Right. Oh, Kita says, I still think he should have named a beer Lazaris, the reviving beer.
Ooh.
Different spelling, but yeah. Oh yeah, Ashi, that's totally true. There are competitions you can enter to make yourself more visible. Participating in like challenges is a great way to work on personal projects. Like Inktober's awesome. There's lettering challenges. Very cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to like get exposure and show people what you're capable of.
Yep. Yeah, let us know your favorite ways. Chat to work on projects, get ideas, build your communities.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's a great question, Brianne. She's wondering, with your Behance projects, do you need to label them as like concept work?
No.
No.
You don't. Obviously, if it's like a big brand, sometimes it's helpful to do that, just because they typically don't like if you're sharing stuff. Like Facebook redesigns, I remember that was a huge thing that everybody was like, let's do a Facebook redesign to show that you can do UI or UX work.
Yeah, it's not really for Facebook, it's just for fun.
Yeah, but I also have a hard time, like, I don't like seeing that kind of work in people's books.
Why is that?
Because it doesn't have constraints, like it doesn't solve a real business problem, and it's really hard as like a hiring manager to be like, okay, yeah, like I can see that you can make a pretty Facebook, but like having really great photos is not your typical person, and then hiding all the nav bars and everything just to make it super clean. It doesn't take real like user experience and business goals into account. So I always try to like show that thought process into things a little bit more, because that's the kind of clients I want to work with. I want the ones that like, you're pretty smart, you know how to do things.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Let's work together. You know.
That's cool. So what if you found a company that you thought needed a redesign and you like identified some problems? Would that be better to see in someone's book? Or still you just would rather see something totally fresh?
No, I think like if there was like, I think it's just whenever you go for like huge companies, it's so obvious to like be like, you're not solving their problems that they might be having, which is a little tough.
Very true.
Maybe this photo's a little bit too graphic. It's kind of weird.
Graphic, like it looks like a design?
No, it's just
it's like a booty?
Yeah, the light, I like the composition of it, but I think the lighting just hits the butt a little bit too much.
Things you gotta think about.
Absolutely.
Totally. Anna says that is very good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, but like, yeah, if there's like a jewelry company and you really like jewelry and you're like, man, this would be a great concept. Like we did this, so I will show you my portfolio.
Yeah, show us.
So I wanted to get more into product photography, so I used this opportunity for the Mixologist to do that. The Mixologist is a fake magazine I made. Cool. But really, so I fell in love with this cocktail company called Straightaway in Portland, and they have a great bottle and packaging work that a design firm in Portland called OMFG Co. did. And they did a great job with it. But I fell in love with the product and it tastes great, and so I wanted to start shooting it so I could test my skills and grow. But they didn't pay me for this, and I was like, I just wanted to learn, so I did it, and then I sent it to them in like low resolution photos, and I was like, hey guys, I did this because I love your product and I love your brand. If you guys would like to purchase these, here's how much I'm asking. If you're not, no worries. I love the product and I'll continue to support you. And then I just made up my own case study to make it look real, right? It's like, okay, maybe it's this is a BS kind of UI thing, but very editorial style, hide the nav bar, you know,
of course.
Do some nice type like lockups and just explore stuff and test it and see like how it can feel. So you don't always have to say what it's for or how you did it, but there's an opportunity to take things that even rejected concepts and then put them in your portfolio and get more work.
Definitely. Yeah, just show your work in the way that's gonna show people how you think. Yeah, you don't have to share every little piece of information. Like, I made this and it's not real, and like,
please like it. You know, like just be
yeah.
like confident in your work and show it, and you'll start attracting more clients and people.
Yeah. Paul says that he employs designers and he looks at a variety of things to see if they can really do the job. Paul, let me know what kind of things you look for.
Yeah.
Like Alex has been talking about, you want to make sure that they know how to think through a process and take every like variable into consideration and not just make things pretty.
Exactly.
Because it's not helping anyone.
It's not. Pretty is good for things.
Yeah.
But not. When I'm hiring people, I want them to be, I don't like to present other designers' work as much as possible. I want people to feel like they have the reins to go present, and I can trust them in a room with a client, and then they can explain their rationale and logic behind what they did.
Yes.
So I want to be able to see that before I have to like have a call with somebody to learn.
Cool. So also just those kind of soft presentation skills, and that's important as well.
Absolutely. And those are things that you can definitely learn, and they can be coached and all that good stuff.
100%. I think anyone could do a public speaking engagement or present to a client, even if you're shy. You're allowed to be shy.
Absolutely.
Those are nice. They're both like really saturated.
Yeah, I think
darker.
I'll throw in like another one of them, and then I'll make it like a GIF real quick. Just maybe it's a little bit more blue.
Some animation?
I know, we're gonna get into Photoshop's animation abilities.
Whoa, I'm sure people will be very excited to see that.
Yeah.
We have about 26 minutes until we're going to be looking at 2 portfolios. So if you are a graphic designer or you have some branding stuff in your portfolio, please feel free to send it over. We have our portfolio review tab over here. We're going to be looking at 2 for the last like 30 minutes of the segment. We're really excited to see your work. And it's really brave of you to submit. I know it can be kind of scary,
Super
but
daunting.
we're going to be nice. Don't worry. Compliment sandwich.
Compliments all day.
Shauna says, I enjoy making pretty, though.
Well, Shauna's really good at making pretty. A lot of people are very good at making pretty.
Yep. 'Tis a skill.
It's a very difficult skill to perfect.
Yeah. Mohammed, that's a good question. What's better if I am just starting to design for money, freelancing or working in a company?
Ooh. I think working in a company, depends if you're the only designer at a company, that's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I think trying to be around people is the best way to learn quickly.
Yeah, where you can learn.
But working for a company is a great way to also learn business problems and how to like communicate with people and work with people that aren't necessarily designers. And I think that skill will come up all the time in your life. So just being able to like perfect that and learn. I'm learning with that all the time. Like you'll never stop getting better at that.
Yes, definitely a skill. I think communicating with clients that are not designers is like design in itself. Like you have to think about their user experience and like what you need to communicate to them and how you need to design, how you communicate to them. It's very interesting.
I'm addicted to this Recolor Artwork thing now.
Addicted.
Because it's like I can see it in real time instead of, man, this is brilliant.
Yes. Oh, hi, Erica. One of my favorite coworkers and friends who I learn a lot from, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Erica said, I love this palette and whoop whoop Recolor Artwork.
Whoop whoop.
Yes. So I work with Erica on the 1-minute videos chat.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I've talked a lot about that, and we are kind of partners in crime about that, although she's the OG from day one. Good to see you, Erica. Jason says, I've not once used this correctly. The Recolor Artwork? It's pretty easy, Jason. I'd like to see what you do with it. Oh, you're kind of switching them around?
Yeah, I'm wondering maybe the type stays static and then the colors change over time. There's a lot of playing around with all this stuff.
Good thing it's a playful brand, or else you'd be in trouble. Lieutenant Soul Ripper, wow, says, Alex was looking through your Twitch signal noise idea. Super cool project. Love it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Getting to work with James was something I've wanted to do for, I think, most of my career. So being able to work with him on that project and bring that to life was super fun. He's absolutely incredible to work with and really talented.
Wow.
And he's one of those people, like, bringing that aesthetic to Twitch it just, like, makes sense.
Totally.
Like, it fits the company and the aesthetic of the buyer super well.
Man. What would you call that, like, vaporwave? Or
Yeah, the, like,
chrome?
80s synthwave.
Synthwave.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally. Victoria, I don't know if we need an epilepsy warning for this GIF. I don't think it's going to be that.
It will. No, I'm just kidding.
Warned.
Warned.
Shakti says, this is what I started with while learning Illustrator, and I got so fascinated. The Recolor Artwork,
Nice.
it's like instant gratification. It's very cool.
So actually, as you're working through these things, man, I'm going to spend so much time later finding really weird toys like this.
Great.
To make a GIF, but not right now. But
You
so
need to
right
go
now,
to Japantown and like buy some little figurines or something.
my gosh. Actually, that's what I'm probably going to do is actually go home and grab the colored seamless and then take props from like thrift stores and like junking areas and then just like rotate them and shoot them.
Cool.
And then have a GIF that way.
Yeah, kind of like the GIF that you liked where the bottle was rotating.
Exactly.
Nice.
Man. Buying a turntable for photography for that is so expensive.
Really? Dude,
You
I
can
bet
make your
could
own,
one.
but-
Yeah. But
So I keep talking myself into trying to do it.
how hard could it be? Just get a lazy Susan.
Yeah, so you do the Lazy Susan, you can, that's an option.
But I
You're
want
not
to spend
wrong.
money.
I don't want to spend the money. It's just like the actual turntable itself actually stitches all the images together for you. And then it also has like an HTML5 export.
Okay.
And it like cleans up everything and you can set the focus where you want and it will rack the focus for you too. Like,
I gotcha.
It does all the work. So, no,
see.
Justin and I don't know each other, but now we're best friends.
Yes. Justin's super helpful. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, thank you, Justin. So what I'm going to do is actually grab this and rasterize layer. I'm breaking the smart object. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just crop this to square. And so I'm going to set my ratio to 1:1, make it kind of like an Instagram post almost. And then enter. Now it's here. Now I've rasterized it. I'm going to actually break apart each of these layers.
Oh, so they can turn on and off?
Exactly. So I'm gonna
Nice.
there's no paste in place.
There is.
Is there?
Shift Command V.
Shift Command V, Command
Pretty
X,
sure.
Shift Command V.
And a new layer, too.
Wow.
Guru.
Wow. Thank you.
You're
I need to
welcome.
just like design with you real time all the time.
I'll just sit over here and be like,
Yeah.
actually,
like the Microsoft Clippy.
yeah. Clippy is Clippy me? Am I Clippy?
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, whoa. Wait. That's where Clippy went. I was born and Clippy came into being. Erica says that letter B makes me feel weird, but I like it. It is a weird B.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on with the type.
Yeah, that weird space. It's just like,
Command Shift V. Wow.
if only it renamed the layer for you. That'd be nice.
Yeah, just being like, actually, it looks like you just wrote an A there.
Adobe Sensei, the future. They'll get it. Ashakti says the B is like some cool glass.
Ooh.
Like some cool glasses. I agree, it looks like little posh glasses. Anna says, oh my gosh, please be Clippy for Halloween. Madison says, we are all Clippy.
Oh,
Clippy is we.
that's awesome. So I'm actually labeling my layers right now because that makes it just a little bit easier.
Yeah, especially when they all look very similar.
And whenever you bring up your video timeline, you want to be able to like actually pay attention to what the layer is that you're typing.
Erica also just said, Adobe Sensei, get on the layer naming. We are on the same wave.
Yeah.
We know. Adobe Sensei is always listening.
So now I've got this. Oh, look, Untitled 1.
Oh, look.
GIF 1.
So I'm excited to see you using the timeline because
Yeah.
I usually use the frame, like workflow, frame by frame.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Do it, I dare
Do it.
you.
Really fun. So now that they've essentially every layer in here has the full extent of the timeline. And if people are unfamiliar with video work, 24 frames per second is the typical frame rate. So
Okay.
you want to, I'm going to just, inside this timeline, you'll have, oh, I'm zoomed in the wrong layer. So you'll see that it's breaking apart all the frames.
Okay.
So I will cheat it a little bit, and I'm just gonna say, okay, I want these things to probably pop up every like half a second, maybe a little bit faster. We'll see how it goes. I like that I named the Blanco, the B as an S. So also it helps if you name all your layers correctly.
The right letter.
There's not even an S in
No.
this.
What? What does that even say?
Slonko. That's what it says.
It's Blanco's like weird older brother.
Yeah, it's so bro getting in there again.
So bro.
So I'm gonna have a second of just probably, no, I'll do a half a second. So about 15 frames will do
Okay, of nothing.
of just nothing.
The void calls to us.
Exactly. Let's do 12. So that way it's directly half.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna populate in the S's, the B. I'm just
That's
renaming it.
it's a secret S.
Exactly.
If you
It's
squint your
silent.
eye and flip it upside down, it
Yeah.
turns into an S.
So then the rest of them, I'm gonna just drag, shift, click, and so I have complete access to all of them. And then now you see the B's in there.
Yes.
It's visible at the time marker. And then I'm going to just slowly start populating them in. If you really wanted to get into it, you could like pull these into After Effects as different layers and from your Illustrator, and then start like doing some like subtle motion around each one, where
Yeah.
it's kind of like playing off that like vibrating
Yep.
or
A little bit of jitter.
yeah, a little jitter, a little movement. So I'm just going to quickly.
Nice. Oh my gosh, Rod just said I put together a 45-minute video in Photoshop. Why?
I don't even want to know how you saved that.
Yeah, its capability really amazes me. I'm amazed just by your capability, Rod.
I'm baffled right now. That's
Wow,
incredible.
how resourceful. That's awesome. What was the project for? I'm interested.
Yeah, that's nuts. Wow. So I've got 4 frames per second right now in between. I think I'm gonna go just a little bit. I'm gonna go to 6 frames per second.
And how are you deciding on this? Do you have
I'm
experience?
making it up.
Ah.
Well, I know that I want it to be pretty fast. I want it to stack and then either pull back or wipe completely.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing it, like looking at it. I can always adjust it, but I can just drag it and be like, okay, there's 6 frames per second in between each of these points, and then I can just keep moving on.
Interesting.
So 4, 18, 22, so then you just bounce it over a little bit more, move over the artboard, grab the next one, move them over as well. 28, and then 32.
Numbers.
Yeah, great way to practice your maths,
Oh, your maths.
quick maths.
Sound like a Canadian. Do they say maths? Or is that just Europeans?
I don't know.
Maths.
Is it 2, 8? Cool, so then we can kind of quickly just see, if I go back in the timeline, what happens. Which is kind of nice, that like stacking feel.
Yeah.
Kind of quick and dirty. Pretty simple, so this is a really quick way of just making a quick GIF.
Wow.
Which, like, this just takes that extra consideration and a little bit thought process in your project, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's kind of cool, you know?
Yeah.
And
People
it's-
love it.
Yeah, it's such a great way to just show that, you know, a static image might be cool, but putting a little bit of pizzazzle on it will really make it fun.
Pizzazzle.
Pizzazzle.
Ooh.
And don't forget to do the export, save as, save for web legacy. And then you can click the button looping forever,
Yes.
or else it's going to loop once and you'll be sad.
Yeah, and then the person that scrolled down is already going to have animated.
Exactly.
Womp.
So gif1.gif. Also, if you're working with After Effects or you're doing an MOV or Premiere Pro or anything, you can drag those files and then throw them into Photoshop to make the GIF. They can get a bit heavy though, so just be careful with that. Your computer will not like when you're trying to optimize things. I have not tried to see what the file limit was yet. We'll see. Where did I save it?
And while you're figuring that out, I'll show super quickly how you can do something similar, but with the timeline tool with the frame animation. So
Nice.
if you open up your timeline, which you'll just go up to Window, scroll down to Timeline. Hi, chat. So he had the video timeline. We're going to click this down arrow and do frame animation instead. My big ol' head's in the way. And when you click that, you can do the same thing, but it'll make it frame by frame, kind of like onion skinning, like a real traditional animator. And then we'll turn on that. And then down here, you have the option for it to say forever already. We can do once, 3 times, forever. Play it. Hi, chat! And you'll export it the same way. Easy peasy.
So what I just did there was I accidentally uploaded the GIF to the regular part of.
Whoa.
What is this? What's going on here? There we go. What? Whoa.
Uh-oh. Oh, because the
'Cause
timeline was really
timeline's so
long.
long. Pro tip: condense your timelines.
There you
No,
go.
I didn't actually. Yeah. Good point.
Victoria, I should have used Comic Sans. Thank you for the reminder. Lena says frame is easier than timeline. It's definitely different.
Yeah, if you're used to like Photoshop or like a video editing, I think you might be a little bit more familiar with the like timeline aspect or the video aspect, just because that's how you're typically presenting stuff.
Yep.
So it's a 3-second GIF, and then it'll repeat. I can also later on, if I wanted to, I could just kind of step them back out. But for the sake of showing you how to do this, because we have 11 minutes left, I'll just do it real quick.
Boop. So that will shorten your timeline.
That's will shorten my timeline.
Even if you see that the frames are going past it, it'll cut it off right there.
I think I'll keep it at 3. This is a great debate. We're just like, how long should it be?
The great debate. Make sure it's forever, perfect.
Boom.
Save.
Boom. Edit grid. So I'm going to have the grid tool in there so that I can do multiple different ones. Click it.
Nice.
The grid tool is awesome, but it does have like some interesting aspects of it where it will create a center margin, which gets a little bit weird if you're doing big color images. So I'll show you really quick.
Yeah, let's see what you mean.
Upload file.
Oh, Carol, hi. First time watching.
Welcome.
Good to see you. She says she's actually watching you while working.
Awesome.
That's totally okay. We're educational. It's educational content. Tell your boss.
Tell a friend. Tell your boss.
Yeah.
Tell everybody. See as it uploads. But if you're doing a very heavy like image project and you don't have margins between your images, so if I did, let me export this as like, say it's 1400. Shift O, click to add, change dimensions, 1400 by 200. Should I just shorten it down? I like how I did 1400 width and then I just immediately wanted to change it.
I changed my mind. Kita says, I've been in here all day.
Wow.
Yeah, let us know if you're watching from work or if you have the day off, if you have us up on a second monitor, perhaps. I'm guessing that's how Erica's watching us right now.
Oh, awesome. Use Artboard 3, JPEG, export, RGB 10. Boom. So then I'm going to add back this one image.
Okay.
Photography, exploration, JPEG 3. Sometimes in Illustrator also, you gotta be careful. Sometimes there's a weird fragment
Yeah.
that happens. So typically whenever I'm doing an export,
Aha.
I will cheat it and I'll like have it just
Go
bleed
over the artboard.
the artboard just a little bit so that there's not any fragments.
Yeah, but then you have to make sure you're exporting as an artboard.
Correct. Export as an artboard. But you should always export as an artboard because, well, never mind.
Wait for it.
Well, it's because if I don't export it as an artboard, then it's going to give you everything. It's just going to be like,
One
here,
giant thing.
enjoy that. And
Like, cut this up.
exactly. That would be actually a really good way to do like the marketing campaign for this because the letters go kind of everywhere.
Yeah,
So you could
that's
almost
true.
do like the magazine cut thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Fun.
Very true. Ooh, Tim has us on a center monitor. Wow,
Whoa,
we must be
we're privileged.
special.
We're
Yeah.
honored to be on there.
Anthony says, main monitor, of course.
Wow.
Thank you. People have told us before that they have this up on like their big screen TVs, like streaming through
Oh,
their
wow.
devices, and I'm like,
That's awesome.
that's too much, Kathleen. You don't need it to be that big.
That's awesome.
Hey,
So
Bob.
now you can start seeing maybe it's coming together. But so underneath the grid section, you can see that there was, let me just actually just re-upload. There's a little margin that comes off of the grid, but there's not one above it. So fun little nuances, things to think about. But as soon as you start doing this, also think
fun.
about how like whenever you're framing and building out your case studies, you also got to be thinking about like the spacing between them. So sometimes you can have like, I wish that I could adjust potentially to just this column in the middle.
Yeah.
Just so if I am doing spacing, that the spacing's always even on the top and the bottom and the middles, but I don't. So typically I'll do a little 0 to no padding, just so it's like that, but it gets wonky when it's like this. So then
Yes.
sometimes you might cheat it and have to do a color bar or blank bar if you need to.
Good tip.
Yeah, it's fun.
Kita says, 4K TV, we can see your pores.
Oh,
You
goodness.
could see up my nose and into my brain, probably. Wow.
Have fun in there.
Tim says, I could fire up the projector and put you on the big screen, but I'm scared you're going to dab again. Why would you be scared of that? Don't you want us to dab on your walls?
2 days in a row, man. We should have started the week with it.
Dab. We did start the day with a very cool intro for anyone who missed it.
It's true.
You're going to have to rewatch it. I'm not going to redo it.
So people were saying hats potentially. Let's see what we got for hats. Hats. I typed in hats, not just hat.
Give us multiple hats.
So this isn't getting me anywhere closer. Fun. What's fun? What does fun look like on stock photos?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
gotcha.
This feels very.
What a baddie.
Oh no.
Wait, what does that say? Concepts about seniority. I thought it said confident about her seniority.
It's pretty awesome. I kind of like the dude with this.
Hang loose, ma.
So I can see this, like the tongue-in-cheek kind of
Yes,
fun aspects of it, kind of tying into the brand as well.
definitely.
But I think I like the idea of just propping with like the kind of toys and kind of like fun little bits.
Yes.
In the
Oh.
cabinet all the time. It's awesome.
Albert says, do a sombrero.
Do a sombrero. Yeah, but
Nice.
like we're not trying to leverage the like super Mexican theme of
Yeah.
tequila. We're just trying to like, I think the type sometimes can like, it has a woodblock feel, which might feel a little bit more, it can feel like Mexican art a little bit, which is nice, but it's not trying to be super overt.
Cool. Josh just pointed out that the sticker on my computer is changing colors because it's green.
That's
so you can like
awesome.
see your screen behind this tiny little sticker.
Cool, perfect. Let's move something over here. Pink.
Wow.
That's sweet. What a good eye.
What a cool thing.
I bet that helps on the 4K.
Yeah, you could probably zoom right in there.
Exactly.
Check it out. Actually, Erica gave me this sticker today from
That's
Japan.
awesome.
Thanks, Erica.
Wow.
Repping it.
Wow.
More.
I'm actually liking how these colors are starting to feel, especially coming back with that yellow into those pinks next to it.
Yeah.
The grid's starting to work. I'm starting to see like the case study kind of come together. I've never used the Lightroom integration.
I haven't either. Should we dive in?
I don't have Lightroom on this computer.
Oh, okay, so maybe
So
not.
maybe not. Next time.
But you try it out.
Yeah, try it out. You can directly export from Photoshop and Lightroom
To Behance.
straight to Behance. So whenever you're doing your case study projects or your creative challenges, it's pretty easy for you to just upload.
Yes.
Text on Adobe or Behance gets fun.
Yes, we need more fonts though, we've decided.
More fonts. So, oh man, here, click, insert.
Oh man.
So if I want to just explain what Sorbo, I don't even know the name anymore. Sorbo
Slonko.
is a tequila company.
Period.
So fish. So I'll typically do 2 different text boxes next to each other. Click. So then if I want to title case something, you got very limited options here. Let's see if I can add more things. Actually, I just move this up so I can get reorder project.
Yes, Tim, good point. Submit your portfolios. We only have about 2 minutes left until we're gonna go up to space, to the space station, and look at you all from high above, review some work. This is the last stream for the day and for the
Oh, I'm
week.
so sad.
Actually, I don't know if there's any streams tomorrow. There may or may not be. Yes.
It's the Daily Creative Challenge.
Oh, obviously. Val will be back tomorrow.
Woohoo.
She is here Monday through Friday, this week and next week. Paul, my life is awesome. Thank you for asking. How's yours?
That's a very big question. It's awesome.
Paul's my old friend from Twitch days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Let us know, chat, if any of you watched us when we were streaming on Twitch. If you've been here since 2015? Oof. Victoria, it is being curated by a live person. Okay, Talon might be streaming too. Awesome. So some cool Photoshop, some cool UX UI design. That'll be great. And
Just in case anybody wants to know about Lorem Ipsum, it's right there.
Right there. Oh yeah, because you can't auto-populate in Behance.
Oh no, undoing is.
Sorry. You got 35 seconds.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'll probably use the Garamond type.
Uh-huh.
There you go. It's fun.
Boom.
But yeah, so then I'll probably do some color seamlesses, maybe even bring the tequila bottles into the color palette a little bit more.
Okay.
Start adjusting the Photoshop layers on that. Bring the colors full circle, do more GIFs, do some type, do some images. It'll be a whopper of a case study, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Everyone go follow Alex on Behance if you want to make sure you're updated when this eventually gets posted someday. That'd be great. Yes, we were on Twitch years and years and years ago. Tim was there. Shauna streamed for us on Adobe, the Adobe channel, as it was called. I streamed as well. The good old days. And then it is time to review some portfolios. So we are going to go up to the Adobe Adobe Live Space Station.
Woohoo!
And everyone come with us, don your spacesuits, and we'll be right back. We made it.
Take us to your leader.
Are you gonna be able to get it off, you think? You're just gonna wear it?
I'm taking it off.
It's a look, for sure. Welcome. A little something in there for you.
I just keep breaking helmets.
Oh man, yeah. You are a helmet breaker for sure. To space! All right, everyone, welcome to the Adobe Live Space Station. We have here on our dashboard our beautiful first portfolio that we're going to be looking at. Maybe you recognize it. This is Justin Layton's portfolio. So Justin has been helping us for the last couple days work on, or giving us info about product
That's awesome.
packaging design because he works on that. So let's just take a peek first and foremost at things at kind of 10,000 feet. What kind of information Justin provides. We have a little bit of an about me happening. Very cool. We have a link.
Ooh.
Great. Let's just click on it real quick, see where it takes us. And as that loads, graphic designer, illustrator, photographer, Inky Design Studio. Awesome. Oh, it's under maintenance. No problem. Cool. So as an art director, if you're going to be hiring Justin, what would you want to look at first?
Oh man. I like things that kind of jump out. Let's see what's going on here. So I've been really big into looking at like product photography and scenes. So I like the bottom left one.
This one?
Yeah, that one really reaches out to me as like the least mocked up version of all of them. So it feels the most in the natural environment. So kind of want to see that one
All right,
first.
let's click on it. H&L Wine Co. Let's see, Charlie's Peach.
Nice. Those peaches look super edible.
Yeah,
Delicious.
They're 3D. They look so good.
Did you use Dimension for this?
Right.
Huh.
Okay, Justin, you're working on the site. No problem. Yeah, let us know what you used for this. It might tell us. Oh, whoops. Classic me. Sometimes it'll
I do
tell
that all
you
the time too.
the apps that were used. We've got
Oh, cool.
this.
I really like the H and the L, how they like tie really well into each other. It's still really readable, but which is hard to do with monograms. Sometimes they can get really, really wonky.
Yeah, I
But
never know what they say. Ooh, an expensive wine with a deep bubble or whatever.
Is that how you know it's expensive?
That's how because it costs more and it like has something to do with preserving the taste.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, so if you go to the store, always feel the little bottom.
Huh.
Do you agree,
Ju-
Justin?
Justin said no, Photoshop.
Okay,
wow, well
cool.
done. Yeah, it looks, I mean, yeah, that's cool. I like the scene. I like how you kind of created an environment to help reinforce the narrative.
Yeah,
And that the monogram is so nice.
right. Like even the kind of whitewashed wood and the almost like country chic.
Yeah, everything about
Feel?
it. Yeah, it does feel like you just picked fresh peaches off the like on a farm
Yeah, off the tree.
tree. there we go.
What do
Thank
they
you.
grow out of?
The peach plant. Come on, guys.
You know, the peach baby never mind. All the wineries are in Texas. Okay. Oh, the weight of the glass. Got you.
Huh.
But the wine is very cheap to make. Ah, interesting. The more you know, Justin.
Huh.
Nice. So what else would you like to see in this project? Because there's really like this scene and then there's the total thing mocked up. Is there anything missing in your opinion?
I guess I think making it a little bit more real, right? Like I think the mock-ups are great and they're always great to like show the concept and stuff.
Right.
But the compositing part of it, I think sometimes, especially if these are real companies, it'd be just great to have a real photo. Maybe it's in the actual winery or, you know, things like that that help sell the story a little bit more rather than just like, here's a thing I made. I want to see like a little bit more like why I made it or how I made it or how it lives with the rest of the collateral or, you know, a little bit more explanation. I think it's hard whenever you have just like 2 images to sell a concept. But I think, like I said, the monogram is delicious and the peaches and everything. Really good job tying this together.
Nice.
Did it have a back label in there?
No.
Nice, okay. Yeah, because I was wondering about the volume labels and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's been so good about telling us everything.
Right. Show us your ways. Maybe we'll
Exactly.
see it in a different project.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. So what else would you like to look at?
I want to see the beach one.
This one?
Yeah, summer vibes, hardcore.
Rusty Hook Winery.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, yeah. You even have the color of the wine. The
Yeah,
wine
and I like that he
coming
brought the sand onto the bottle too.
through. Yep. Definitely.
It looks like you just threw it down on the beach and we're ready to go.
Like a Corona.
Oh man.
Wow. Oops. Okay. So cool. We see a little bit of marketing collateral.
Yeah. I love the corking.
Look at that. It looks real. I mean, it probably is if this is a wheel wine.
Wheel wine.
The Westy
Man,
hook.
I love the mermaid on the hook.
Yes.
That is so cool. Rusty hooks, to me, like the name is like
Yeah.
dangerous.
I'm like, be careful, girl.
Yeah.
Your flesh is close.
Yeah,
to
you're
that
gonna have to
hook.
get a tetanus shot.
Yeah, seriously.
That's cool. I especially love the red bottle.
Right? Me too.
That contrast and the label on it is so nice.
Especially this kind of teal-y color with this bright, like, poppy
Yeah.
carnation.
That's so cool. I love how it just isolates with the compass behind it.
Right, and we can see on this one that there is a little bit of a back
Yeah.
label happening. Can we see it anywhere in the project? No, I wish we could.
I know.
Unless to you, Jason, that's like, or Justin, sorry, if that's like not important.
Yeah, it's probably not. I'm just like over here like, I just want more. I just
Yeah,
want
give me
more all the time. Just give
more.
me everything. But yeah.
Nice. So Justin said they're all real projects that I designed and worked on. Very
Nice.
cool.
That's awesome.
So what would you say that we could add to this? Maybe
I
some
mean,
more story?
I think it just goes down to more story, right? I think when you're looking at Behance projects, which makes it look a little bit different from, like a Dribble or whatever, is like how much information you can pack in there or how many photos you can post in.
Right.
So when I'm looking at how I can get to the level of other design firms that are incredible and what they do on Behance, they might have 6 different variations of the same shot. Like it might be different compositions and like ways of showing the collateral, but it's still showing collateral, but it's 6 different shots of it in a
Yeah.
kind of an interesting way.
Yes.
So I think just building off of that and just showing more of the insight. Like I loved that bottom red label, but it's kind of because of the grid system on there, it's so small compared to the corks,
Yeah.
which if you're actually comparing them by size, the cork is obviously very small.
Yeah.
So I think the hierarchy and just making sure that things feel at scale correctly might help.
Yeah, Justin says that he's going to be uploading more for this one.
Awesome.
The back label, etc.
That's perfect. Yeah, I think just doing that and then maybe even seeing how the marking collateral is being used or how they're using your bottles, like all that stuff helps solidify the story and the design work you did.
Yeah, I want to see these in stores. I'm going to
Yeah,
drill these into my brain so I can keep an eye out.
yeah, absolutely.
So I think we could probably have time to look at one more. If anything else really jumps out to you.
Let's do the second from the top left. So down, second.
Second from the top.
That one. That was the worst way to explain where something is.
No, I get it now. Ooh, a different style.
I like that you're contrasting all your styles and they're a bit different from the last
Yes.
one, and that shows diversity and range really nicely.
Oh, nice. This one has a back label. Perfect.
Yay.
This is my favorite label so far, I think.
Yeah, me too. I love the, why am I blanking on the word?
This thing?
That thing.
Tumbleweed?
Thank you. I like the thing with the stuff there.
I like the thing that rolls around.
The second from the top left thing. Yeah, the tumbleweed's awesome. I think it's great. I think that ties really well to the name.
Yes.
I think it also plays off the delicate, dry white wine aspect really well.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. I like that you took the time to also mock up the both front and back labels alongside the actual bottle itself. I think maybe if you were to, again, scale-wise, just decrease the margins of white space on the bottle itself.
Yeah.
So that it feels like it might, maybe it's 1-to-1, or maybe you're just showing it. Maybe your next image is a close-up of the bottle with that middle section with the label,
Yeah.
rather than just front and back label. I think if you were to, photograph it, show some like light the front of the bottle a little bit more too.
Yep.
It's like lit.
Right.
That's lit. Haha. Amazing. Yeah, I think if you just light the front, crop it in that middle section, and show the front label, and maybe you do the same thing with the back, I think it would be great. But I love the the foil treatment too on the bottle. You're showing how it lights up.
Yes, totally.
Such a
right
cool
here.
little feature and detail to show.
Yeah, come on down. There we go. Yeah, I love how I feel like the story matches everything you've designed. So this kind of linen-y texture,
Yeah.
the really light but scratchy style of the illustration, and then it's talking about the kind of soil it was grown in. It's shallow sand, rock, and clay mix. So sand fighter is perfect. It just feels hardy.
Yeah, did a really good job pairing the type and the balance of the white space.
Super well. Yes. Love it.
It's awesome.
Cool, nice job, Justin. If you want to go follow Justin, it is behance.net/inky33.
33. Doo-doo-doo.
All right, let's move on to our next one. We're going to be checking out Katie Humble's portfolio.
Sweet. I've seen Katie in chat
Yeah.
all the time.
A fellow Ohioan. Amazing. Although you went to Michigan State, so boo. Just
Going back to the,
kidding.
hope you didn't enjoy your college experience.
It's probably a really good school. Okay, so humbledesign.com. Awesome that you have that in your header.
Yeah.
Cool logo. It's very memorable to me. Got some nice experience going on. Cool little about me. Though you might need to add an I here.
It is helpful.
But I think that's just a typo. Cool, so what do you want to jump into first?
I want to see the Humble Hen House.
Humble Hen House. Do you have chickens? Wait,
Branding for a backyard chicken owner.
Katie, do you have chimpins?
Chimpins?
Look at all those chickens. Okay, so branding for a backyard chicken owner.
Yeah.
Concept of this brand was inspired by the chicken's main purpose, to lay eggs. The burnt orange color was selected to match the color of my client's original chickens. Your original chickens. We know they're your chickens,
Yeah,
Katie.
we're on to you. I love it. I love the use of the negative space to create the chicken motif. The egg, the silhouette's really nice.
Yep. Yeah.
I like the type lock up with it. It's super clean. This is really well done.
Yeah, like the ovular shape of because usually things are kind of locked up in a circle or like a square, but the oval goes well with how this is stacked
Yeah.
tall.
This is super fun.
Nice job. Ooh, a little bit of laser cut or etch, whatever.
What is that called? It's a
Engraving?
fromage, not fromage. That's cheese.
Formaggio.
Hodgepodge? No, not
Fettuccine.
hodgepodge.
Mod Podge?
Yes, where you can like layer things on
Yes.
glass. There we go.
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
just gonna say all the ages. Crossages.
Nice.
Humble Hen House. I love that too. Like, see, you're like starting to really get into the locking it up and showing it in context of things, and those look real.
Yeah,
That's
this
like
looks
an actual real thing. So that's super cool.
Even the color combination is really interesting and fresh.
Yeah, and I like that the way you photographed it. There's almost the egg hole behind the chicken too that plays really nicely into all the other rounded shapes that you have. So that's really something that, whether intentional or not, it plays off of it well.
Wow.
Alex making it up as he goes. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing things.
Yeah, what do you expect,
Fromage.
Albert?
Corsage, triage.
You
I'm gonna be
gotta.
a hip hop artist soon. Just wait for my album to drop.
That's your podcast. You're just like rapping about your critique.
Yeah.
But you just say like the wrong word the whole time. Oh man, you gotta remember, people.
You saw it first here, guys.
It's hour 6 of Alex streaming. This is tiring stuff right here. Cool. So what would you want to see added to this?
Maymays. No, I like it. I think I just want to see it on more things. I think,
Yes,
or
I agree.
more collateral with it. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I think you did a good job of just showing the logo really simply and showing it executed on top of things. There's not. I mean, I'm always down for more. So more, please. All of it.
More.
I mean, even like if it's like the chicken coop with like a little logo on it or
Yes.
whatever, like that could be so fun.
So cute.
Or just like a photo of a chicken where you're showing like a monochromatic version of this maybe where you're like, okay, look, it looks really good in color, but then maybe it's just all black
Yes.
or all white and you're
Yeah.
just showing it kind of overlaid. So it's like, look, it scales really well.
Yeah, maybe it on the burnt orange background and everything is white or negative space.
Or like showing how even the type, right? So you have the 3 lines right now. maybe sometimes it has to be 2 lines only.
Yeah, how else is it locked up?
Yeah, exactly. What are the other lockups? How do you approach the branding project of it?
I have some thoughts about how this like little illustration is just laid out. I love how you just keep repeating the ovular shape, like the half circle, like here, and you made the beak out of it and the little rooster topper.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are some areas that you could push it even further. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you need this extra little bit down here. I feel like this whole body could just be one.
Yeah, just make it a little bit bigger so that it
Smooth.
goes straight into the
Yeah,
negative space. Rather,
Right.
Yeah.
And same thing here. Like this could just go straight up instead of having this extra little bump right here.
Yep.
Maybe you don't even need this bottom half of this beak. Who knows? Well, okay.
Hello, it's us.
Interesting. Katie, where'd you go? Okay, so this is really beautiful.
Yeah, I really like it.
Nicely done. Let's look at another one.
Another one. Let's go rice, baby. That looks brand new. It looks kind of in the hierarchy that you really want.
Healthy, quick dining option that allows you to build your own rice-based bowl by selecting rice, protein, toppings, and sauce. Cool. You took inspiration from the shape of rice grains, which you did previously with the egg shape, so that's cool.
Yeah.
You incorporated it.
I like the pattern with the rice too. That's a really
Awesome.
kind of a nice little detail to continue to like reinforce the brand and show to how it can scale for other collateral and stuff.
Yeah, and that shape is the eye. Like you just used the cinder.
Oh, well done.
Cool. Oh, nice. It's a full menu.
Wow, cool.
Got a little bit of overlapping happening here at the two. That's nice.
I like it. You're really good at using eggs.
Yeah, you're like, I like eggs. You're like that girl from the Amanda Show. Nice. I like this little. You're showing the pattern knocked in the negative. The black.
Yeah. I think the one part of this right here that I would want to see it done a little bit differently is the tiling on it doesn't feel random enough for me.
Yeah.
I think the pattern is a really good concept, but I think right there it feels too much like a grid.
Yep.
So maybe there's an opportunity to like play with how it repeats, or just making that pattern board a little bit more sporadic.
Yep.
And then repeating it, so you can't really tell where the pattern starts and stops.
Yep.
And then I wouldn't crop it like that as much, because I think if you were to just mask it out and work around each point, I think it'd be a nice placement of it where you still get the outline of this circle,
Yeah.
but less of the just cutting off.
Yeah.
'Cause right now it doesn't feel like there's a point to cropping it like that, unless you were continuing with the circular motif throughout the rest of the items.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think you need to cut off any of the grains.
Yeah.
You could easily just grab it and in Illustrator it's super easy to like customize your patterns. This is a great color palette.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love.
Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh.
It's just the burger box reminds me of like being a McDonald's as a child and stuff. Yeah, it's like,
Oh, nostalgic.
so I love the healthier option to this. I already feel skinnier. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, rice. That's a good rice.
Yeah,
Nicely done. Let's look at one mo.
cool.
Real quick. Like,
American Architect.
that's here.
That is there.
All
3D
right.
poster.
Whoa, that's
Whoa.
cool. So we're gonna do a quick once over
Yeah.
and just give some rapid fire critique.
Cool.
What? Whoa, so you like actually interact with it? You can like walk inside of it?
Wow. That's cool. I mean, I love the colors. I love the type. I love that you go down one more.
Sure.
I like that you folded the type into that seam. That's really cool how you did that.
Yep.
The type looks really legible. I like the graphics kind of being interspersed throughout the bottom of it.
Yep.
I like that you didn't take the buildings and throw them up in the middle of it. You
Yeah.
actually grounded them on the actual floor,
Yes.
which is a really nice detail.
Really
Good
cool.
job. Yeah, it's simple, it's clean. I like the like multiply effect and like overlay that you have kind of going on with it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
that
Kinda
is-
peeking out.
Incredible.
You're taking 3D in every aspect. Like you're making the text look 3D. You're actually bringing it into 3D space.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Very, very nicely done, Katie. So if you want to go follow Katie's work, it is behance.net/KatieHumble. Really simple, really easy. And then we have like 5 minutes left here with Alex. So we're going to go back down to the ground. jump back into what you've done first day, second day, today.
Yeah.
Let's just do a quick overview.
Super quick overview. So there was a lot of type, a lot of messing around with stuff, lots of playing with like how it can look, realizing that we can use the Puppet Warp tool to do a lot more collateral, which is awesome. I'm super excited to spin up some like marketing taglines and some Instagram posts around it and just play with the Puppet Warp tool to like get the type to be polished a little bit more.
Yeah.
We typed up sorbo and sobro and reposado and ripapado.
And slanco.
Yeah, lots of different words that weren't anything that we were supposed to be typing. And then
Too much tequila.
Too much tequila. And then now we have a GIF and we have some really fun bottles.
Yes.
Let's close this tab group.
It's like, don't forget about me on the timeline.
So I love this. This is like, now that the colors are a little bit more close to the tequila bottles, actual liquid colors, now it feels a lot better. It feels a little bit more unified now that they're all the same color. The design system seems to work across all the bottles.
Yep.
So I'm excited. Next steps are build out more collateral, make more gifts, make more fun little tote bags.
Yeah.
Start to like make the brand feel more and more real. Then eventually print out the labels, make a whopper of a Behance post, and share the process. You guys can rewatch all the videos, all that stuff. And then ship off some bottles to my friends at Adobe
Ooh.
so that they can sorbo together.
Yay, let's sorbo. Have a sorbo party.
I like it.
Sounds good. Cool. And if you want to follow Alex to keep in touch with his project while he's uploading, behance.net/ let's open up your thing.
Alex Lazaris.
behance.net/ watch me type. Watch me nay.
Whoa, we're 100,000 views now. That's crazy.
Whoa.
Thank you, everybody.
That's
crazy.
amazing. Cool.
I know.
Yeah, seriously, go follow him as well. Check out Lazaris, your boutique, design boutique.
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. And I would definitely recommend checking out how he lays out his projects that he already has. We've gotten a little taste of it today,
Yeah.
but
I realized
great.
how, like, look at that skateboard project real quick. It's such a whopper of like me trying to explain how things happen, like what TwitchCon was, how we approached all the boards, like showing it again, like a lot of really good photos to like explain the event itself, and then
is that Dr. Doom?
Dr. Disrespect.
Disrespect.
Yeah,
Yes.
super big streamer. But then I try to explain the goals as much as possible too, and then I break down how the merchandise was before I started working with the merchandise team. It was very just logo heavy, and then like explaining like away from just being logo heavy and going to like a more narrative based thing.
Yeah.
Incorporating the Long Beach theme, like, and then I'd go into a whole research of how Land Yachts does their skateboards so that I could understand what they would do that would be on brand for us.
Yeah.
And then, so I got really detailed in my Behance post. Don't have to do it like this, but it takes a very, very long time to do it like that.
Like as much time as it took you to design
Yeah.
the project.
More so. I think I
Yes.
had 3 days to do the skateboard graphics, and then I probably spent 3 weeks on the like case study on and off.
Man, so seriously, go check these out. This is like a case study on a case study.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Alex, do you have any other places you want to send people, or is Behance good?
Behance is the best.
Behance is the best. Thanks, I like to hear that. And we're off. No, just kidding. But seriously, go check them out. And chat, we're going to be back tomorrow at 11:30 with Val doing day 4, I believe, of the Daily Creative Challenge. Someone was wondering how they can get feedback on their work because they really liked how we were doing portfolio reviews. Yeah. You can go to Discord and post your work in design feedback. We're kind of focusing on the Daily Creative Challenge right now, but we're happy to, like if you were to post your own Behance project and ask for specific feedback on things you're not sure of, you will get a lot of feedback, promise. Look at how many people are in here.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It's an awesome community to like get another set of eyes on your projects and just get some good feedback going. And don't forget, like, you don't have to be good at everything. There's other people that can like tell you how to typeset and leverage them in the community and just like grow together. And it's a really good way to do that.
Yeah, you can even just ask questions about Photoshop or design or just chat. We've got tips and tricks.
Yep.
We have Tim posting his pro tips every day. There's GusBot.
That's amazing.
Featured in there. So yeah, come check us out, bit.ly/psdiscord, and we are off for the day. So thanks, Alex.
Bye, guys. Thank you for having me.
Bye. Spin around.